The struggle to put food on the table is anything but shrinking for some people in our community. So letter carriers from the U.S. Postal Service are doing their part to help today. News 8's Pauline Lee joins us live in the studio with their effort to stamp out hunger.
Well, the end of the school year is just weeks away, which leaves local food pantries bracing for a sharp increase in need. It makes today's Stamp Out Hunger food drive that much more important in keeping thousands of people from going hungry for the next several months.
Okay.
On this day, Tim Griffin isn't following his typical work routine.
We work extra hard today, that's for sure.
He's making his usual routes as a letter carrier for the U.S. Postal Service, but he's also picking up donations for the Stamp Out Hunger food drive.
Yeah, that's a good one. Well, it's the letter carrier's way of giving back to the community. We're fortunate enough to have a job, and there's a lot of people who don't.
The food will go to help several communities in our area.
Every little bit helps.
Wafer Food Pantry in La Crosse distributes more than 100,000 pounds of food a month to local families struggling to keep food on the table.
This is a really important time that this food drive is happening because it builds up our supply before the heavy summer months.
Even with the economy coming back the way it has been, there's still a great need.
Salvation Army volunteer Vern Strayer says this is the most donations he's seen so far in all of his years with the event, but more is still needed.
This food will not only go to the Salvation Army, but it'll go to like 15 other food pantries in the La Crosse County area. So it is spread out pretty thin.
All right, that's a good one.
And while it means a little more work for Griffin, he says it's well worth the effort.
This is a good thing. It's good for the people, it's good for the community. I mean, you can go to bed at night and sleep knowing that you helped someone else.
Now, the donations will not only go to the Wafer Food Pantry and Salvation Army, but it will also help the Hunger Task Force, the Onalaska Food Basket, that is, and New Horizons Shelter and Outreach Center. Last year, this food drive brought in more than 125,300 pounds of food, and the final weigh-in for this year's collection won't be for about another week or so.
All right, well, thanks, Pauline. Today's food drive was a part of the nationwide Stamp Out Hunger event. About 175,000 letter carriers across the U.S. collected food donations that will help serve roughly 10,000 communities.